I'm just gonna show a few things. Okay. They did change how these are being labeled slightly. That saving logo thing is a change. This was free. Well, this still is free, but it wasn't charging you any passage of time either. Now it's a week every time, so I put it back to original, because I have Mahdi, I can heal myself. But they added this, which I haven't tested out at all yet. But I will be doing that. But yeah, they added this, and made some finished, or made changes to, and finished up, I think finished up, I'm guessing, artwork and animations in town and in fights. And yeah, I had just gotten folks to level 12. So one more level of grinding on now 1 or 2 Murphys at a time. And then they get to swap classes, and I get to do it all again. But it is going, again, somewhat faster because it's mostly 2 Murphys with some solo Murphys thrown in. It would go even faster if I didn't need to do the buffs and debuffs to get through the fights, but that's just a side effect of being efficient in other ways. Because I want everyone to have all the spells. But, I did update the game. Or, they updated the game. I actually installed the update. And now, there are some tweaks. I haven't had the music on to listen to it, to notice when and where the music changed. I turned the sound back on at all for the sake of recording for you. I keep it entirely off and do this windowed while other things are going on. YouTube videos, Twitch streams, music in the background. But getting there, and now there's, because I have specific plans for testing things between thieves and ninjas. Having that ambush feature there now gives me something else for them to do, because I already planned on making them. So, that's... just wanted to share that there's a little bit of updating that has happened to the game itself, and how and whether or not that's impacted what I'm doing. Another thing I saw, because MTI streamed this update earlier, so I noticed some of it there. But these were showing treasure types before, but there wasn't any actual information about that. But now there is. So, all the loot that I lost because I went back to town with the amulet after I killed Wardna and had all my gear stolen, means I can look at these there's a whole lot of unknown loot for me, but I can go through and, oh, was it this one or that one? I think that one was in the fight. It's been long enough that I don't really remember what was in any of the fights where I ended up with good stuff, but there's also just a lot of loot I haven't seen yet. But yeah. I didn't see enough of you to get to the point of knowing about your treasure types, but yeah, being able to go through and have that visual reference there, I have that's filled in because I've seen all of those as drops at some point. F and P. So I've seen all of treasure type F and E. I definitely have, but also those are all common things that you can buy, so it might just tell you what all of those are anyway. The difference between all of those isn't the item list, it's just the chance. That was the same all the way up through F. G is where I'd actually have to. So, yeah. This isn't counting any of the stuff I'd done before, because this wasn't present to make note of what I hadn't seen, I guess. But starting with these ones, let me hit the floor. Starting with treasure type G. It's stuff I haven't seen. Or it's stuff that they don't automatically tell you. But that's... wait. H. Same size. It's the same size bracket as the basic gear chunk. And that's a 75, and that's 100, the same size. Here. Yeah, you don't have treasure, you just give money. And then that is a different bracket entirely. Probably the size of one of the secondary or tertiary tiers for something previous. But that would take more comparison than I'm really putting in. Yeah. Yeah. You have fixed loot afterwards. You have fixed loot that is spawned by you specifically. Okay. And yeah, it's just showing the normal you can buy this in town stuff. Okay. That fleshes that out more and gives me more to look for and keep in mind when I do get to the going out and looking for better gear part. I know that the better drops didn't happen for a few floors, or the worthwhile drops didn't happen for a few floors, but I have a bunch more grinding to do before I actually get to the point where I'm treasure hunting specifically. With thieves and ninjas and whatever else I decide that I want to test. Because I don't technically need to actually I would need to make one just to have on the side, because they can't be in the same party together. But I can just make a first level bishop. Oh, wizard. They call them bishops. That doesn't make sense to me. But wizard is a weird choice too. Because both imply a different category of the same thing. Clerics and bishops are both one spellcasting type. Mages and wizards are both the other. So, either set of naming choices is weird to me, because it's contradictory. Anyway, I can just make a first level one just to sit in town for the sake of getting back to town and IDing items. I don't have to have that with me, but once I get to that point, I will probably want to for the sake of the convenience of being able to ID on the go and equip better stuff as I find it, or realize that, oh, no, that's crap, I don't need it, toss it. yeah. But also I don't need money, so unless it's something good that I would want to hold on to for either these characters or other ones that I might want to test later, there's a whole lot of stuff that can just get tossed. But yeah, I'm slowly making progress with this, and they changed stuff. And I haven't yet actually done the new start for Stardew. But the standard map is really the best for being able to lay things out the way I want. So I will probably end up doing that. It also doesn't introduce any complications to the way the game works. So that's likely what I'll end up doing. I haven't done it yet because getting through that first day, because I want to be able to clear the whole map, except for the stuff that requires improved tools that I won't have access to yet. Unless there's a mod for that. I haven't looked. I should. Time saving. But because I want to be able to lay things out the way I want them from the start, and if I can actually clear the whole map instead of just most of it, that will guarantee that I can maximize the, yes, you are actually placing things where you intend them to be and stay. So, I guess I should look into that. But I've gotten something done today.